Hello.
Hello, Dawn. Just gonna put I'm on gallery view. How you doing?
I'm
Morning.
all right.
It's um, it's Tuesday, the 7th of April now. This is episode 15. How you feeling?
Mm, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you caught me a bit early. It's almost an hour earlier today. I got up at 6, but I got my products.
Oh, you haven't done your hair properly. Oh dear.
But I've got a bit more colour, don't you think? After my longish walk yesterday, so that
Yeah, it's nice to see that you actually getting out and about because I worry a bit because you're sort of stuck indoors most of the time.
yeah. I mean, I do go on the cross trainer, but I just thought I ought to move my legs a little bit more than that. I mean, Oscar's not really up to it these days. Any
No, I had taken him round the block, as I call it. It's about a mile and a half, but it's so slowly. It takes me about an hour.
You'll be doing that with
Bless
me
him.
one. You'll be doing that with me one day.
Well, there is an elderly couple I see. It's so sweet. They're holding hands and walking together, but he's not allowed out anymore because he's uh, one of the vulnerable patients. So his wife just takes him to the doctors, and she's been running around.
Yeah,
Nice couple.
it's getting quite serious, isn't it? When the Prime Minister is in intensive care, and yeah,
I, I wouldn't listen to all the hype from the media. I mean, they haven't got a blooming clue. They don't know. No one's going to discuss Boris Johnson's condition with them. It's between his doctors and himself. So, I mean, you know, whatever hype they choose to put on the telly is unknown because they don't know. So, I wouldn't believe a lot of what's being said.
anyway, on my 45-minute walk, I took in a bit of countryside and the school fields where our distance runners train. It's a little bit sad, really, but there were
Oh,
a few people around, but they were all being very sensible and not well walking in groups or anything like that. And yeah, I felt better for it, but a bit sad that to see places where we would otherwise be training in this nice, lovely time of the year. So yeah, it's brings it home a little bit, I think.
of course it does. I mean, I miss not, going out on a Monday and a Wednesday evening and seeing all the children and having a chat with the parents, etc. Yeah, I totally agree with you. You do miss the fields, you do miss what you're doing,
Mm.
but it's not forever. You've got to sort of like break it up into little bits, and if we can get through the next week and then see how it goes, and then the week after, if it's improving, then we can start to sort of like get back to normal.
Yeah. Well, you look on to more serious matters. You're rocking the red lipstick, but I just want to ask you because
It's not red. This one is pink.
okay, pink. Another little beauty tip for the viewers.
Oh
You have,
no.
around your eyes, you have a little bit of sparkle, don't you? And what's that all about?
Well, that's by default. That's what I do is I put. If you see on my eyelashes, underneath my eyelashes, I put some sparkly eyeshadow.
You can open your eyes. I can't see it. Yeah. Go on.
You can't see it. Well, I put a little bit and then what happens is the glitter in it sort of like gets onto my cheeks and everything. But it's never mind.
Quite fetching. Quite fetching.
Yeah.
Something like
It's very endearing that you've actually noticed anything about me.
a little sparkle in my life. Yeah. Um, so we get on to feedback, and it's dropped off a bit. And I suspect we'll see how it goes, but I suspect people were distracted by another post on my Facebook page,
I
and
suspect they were.
yeah,
It all,
that got a
it's
lot.
all going on, isn't it, my darling?
Yeah, all a bit bewildering, but we won't talk about all of that. It's
No, let's not talk about
yeah,
that.
but yeah, yeah, very interesting. But I think it distracted people. But we've had some very supportive feedback again from hardcore fans, though, still through that little crisis, from Grazia and Hubert. Well, I'll go on their first names now because I feel all viewers will know them now. yeah, Grazia very supportive of some of your views, etc. Don't agree 100% with them, but there you go.
You don't agree?
Well, no, I mean, she's bigging you up quite a lot in her postings, and yeah, I don't think
Heaven help us if they don't agree with you. Okay, right.
I don't think she's really appreciating the preparation that goes into this when you haven't done any.
No, but the thing is, if I did preparation, it wouldn't be the same, would it?
Spontaneity, that's the thing. Right, now Hubert's trying to lift the I don't know what you call it, the intellectual level of the video cast, I think we call it.
Really?
He was talking about he wants a Desert Island podcast. Now, have you ever listened to a podcast? Or do you...
I do listen occasionally to podcasts, mainly the ones you recommend. But to be quite honest with you, I'm not someone who's got something in my ear all the time. I'm usually doing other things.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't listen to a podcast when you're hoovering, can you? And dusting, you've got to concentrate on what you've got to do. No. So at the end of the day, no, I don't listen to many podcasts.
I think that's it. The only time I listen to them is sometimes in the car and also on a dog walk, and that's it. I can't do something else at the same time. But we've mentioned Desert Island. He wanted to know some others. Flintoff, Savage, and the Ping Pong Guy. That was a mix of serious commentary, but I found it hilarious at times. It won't suit everybody, but that's one.
No.
Only a back catalogue of that now because Freddie Flintoff does Top Gear. He doesn't do any more. My favourite at the moment for running fanatics, letsrun.com. I love that. I used to like Marathon Talk and, of course, Desert Island Disc, but that's it. But Hubert, he recommends Philosophize This. And I looked it up, and it's graduate level philosophy. Do you fancy that one?
I might be. I think I'm almost like flabbergasted. I mean, yeah, I can see his point of view, but it's a bit heavy for me.
Yeah, I think it's more my younger brother's street, really. And then Sian Thomas, a new contributor. Welcome, Sian, to the viewing public. She's an athletics official that you know, and she's offering ideas to help in our sport from a technological point of view. And she's going away for a couple of days to just have a good think about how she can contribute, but like that idea. And also, I must thank Peter Scott, who for some reason seems to be sharing all the episodes with all his Facebook friends. So I don't know what they make of this. I mean, honestly, most people know who we are, but
if people keep coming up and saying to me, "Hello, Dawn," I'll be going, "Oh, but who are you?" The rest of my life, I think. Never mind. Right. It's only something to keep people motivated, isn't it? Really.
Well, going on to the current climate, sad news with the likes of WH Smith and Debenhams struggling. And you made a point yesterday. Just off the cuff, all people who stockpiled 2 weeks ago are likely to be coming back about now to the shops.
Well, I don't know whether they will be or not, but they, if they stockpile for, I mean, people are going out buying freezers. So, I mean, I don't know how many people, how many freezers people have got, etc. Now, but I mean, it's quite frightening. If they plan for 3 weeks, but I mean, by now they must be getting lower food, etc. I mean, especially if you've got a young family, they're always eating, full stop.
but if they're only coming back after 2 weeks, there's going to be some shocks for them, isn't there, about how you're shopping now?
Oh God, yes. I mean, I don't think you realise it. Like the Victoria Centre in Tunbridge Wells, you can't get out of the car park only on one level. So every door is locked. You can't use the lifts. You then have to go through the Victoria Centre once you get out to queue, join a queue, and you're only a certain amount of people are allowed into the shop at a said time. You then have to go out via a different way, not the same way as you go in, and then you have to go right round past the people who are queuing to get back to the car park. It's it's a big drawn out process. Waitrose, I queued for an hour in a car park, but luckily it was sunny, so that was all right. Just to get, I mean, and that was when I was shopping for my mum, and I'd got a big list. So
Yeah.
that was the last time I did it, which was about a couple of weeks ago.
Mm. Yeah, it's all changed, doesn't it? But
Oh God, I mean, it's not normal. And the thing with the Victoria Centre is there literally is only Boots and Marks and Sparks open. Nowhere else is open, so you can't go anywhere. It's all cordoned off, and you have to, you know, go the way that they say.
Yeah. And one major initiative, which they should have done years ago, according to the likes of myself and Dave Atkin, is you're only allowed one adult shopping at a time, which seems a good rule. They should have that anyway, I would have thought.
Well, I can understand your point of view, but you forget that there are like elderly couples, like my mum couldn't shop on her own.
No.
So I'd take my mum and we go shopping, and I know roughly what she needs to get, etc. So I'm always asking her questions and prompting her and things like that. And when we're driving to the shops, I say to her, "Don't let me forget this," and she'll say, "Don't let me forget that." And we're just a prompt. But I do agree that I wouldn't need to take you.
Yeah. So finally, I realised after 15 episodes, we haven't had a commercial break of any sort. And I thought we might just mention some of the people who run their businesses, might be having a little bit of a tough time, but have been really good to us over the years. When did we move here? 2006, was it?
Yeah, 2006, yeah.
And I'll give them a bit of a shout out, and you can give them a comment. Pete Mason, Landscape Gardeners.
Lovely man.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you're getting.
He's not the cheapest, but he'll do a good job, won't he? Yeah.
Oh, he does an excellent job. And it's nice to have someone you know who's doing the job.
Yeah, likes a good chat as well. Another one, Tom Cox, Painting and Decorating.
Oh, he's a lovely lad. He comes, he does his job. We have a little chat, laugh. He gives me a lot of gossip, so that's good. He's
invested in a lot of good equipment to get the job done very professionally as well, hasn't he?
Yes, he does an excellent job. Yeah. He stopped doing outside though. That's the only problem in life.
Oh, okay. Well, you got your brother for that.
Yeah, I have. He's coming to do mine. Yeah.
Another one. Yeah. A lot of these are booked up well in advance under normal conditions.
I have to book up a year and a half ahead.
Yeah. Sam Cox is Tom's brother.
Oh yes.
Joinery, woodwork. I mean, he's hung some fantastic doors in this place, hasn't he? And
make some lovely cupboards and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
He's really good. Recommend him.
Yeah. And then in emergencies with things like the tumble dryer and dishwashers, we use Len Beale, whose son Michael used to run for the athletic club. Len's been really useful, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He does, and I meet him sometimes in Tunbridge Wells when he's shopping with his wife. Obviously not during the coronavirus episode, but occasionally I see him, and it's nice to catch up with him.
Yeah, and then we've got Jem Mockefeller Crick, one of the local businesses who people see at the beginning of park runs or on the sports ground selling his coffee.
I know he's going to sell his coffee beans, and he's going to do the little metal pods that you do in your espresso machines and things like that now. So, I've always bought my beans off of Jem, so in a sense, nothing new for me. But he has never opened it up to other people. But he's having to think. He hasn't been able to go down to the park for nearly 3 weeks, and so therefore his business is like shrinking at the moment. So he's having to think of things that he can do during this crisis and keep his business going. Yeah, and that's the good thing.
He was hit by all the flooding beforehand as well on the sports.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was awful, really, one way or another. Yeah, he's lost quite a bit of revenue, I would say.
Then another guy, Rob Brand from Lifetime Solutions, helps us with our finances. We've used them for years, and he's been very good.
Yes, we have. Yeah, he keeps us ticking over, pointing us in the right direction.
Yeah, lovely man again. Should say that.
I don't want to say love. I think everyone's lovely. So.
Yeah. And then our skip supplier. We've had a few skips over the years, haven't we?
Oh God, yeah. Well, the building work and everything else. Yes, Jeff.
Jeff King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's what? How would you describe him?
He's a very bubbly, and he loves the dog, and he loves me, and he tells you every time he comes in what a lovely lady she is.
Lovely couple, she says. Lovely couple. And we give Nicole, our daughter, a shout out with Libation Bar events. They
Yes.
hard, haven't they?
She's been working hard, and she's been sort of doing pictures of cocktails and making various things in my kitchen, which looks like a bomb's gone off in it. And she made a sign yesterday. She's rewired a plug and all sorts of things. So she's becoming a DIY specialist.
Yeah, works hard, but they hire themselves out for all sorts of events, don't they, to sell drinks?
They do, but unfortunately, like everything else in this period, they can't do anything. So it's quite sad, isn't it?
Anyone else springs to mind at the moment? I'm sure you might think of it tomorrow, but we have lots of others, but we don't want to reveal our sources because they get nicked.
No,
don't they?
well, we'd never be able to book them to come and do anything for us. Then, well, I'll have to do it.
Yeah. Okay, is that it? Can't think of anyone else I've missed at the moment.
No, I can't think of anyone else. No. We will come back when we're able to.
We'll have another commercial break at some stage. Okay, that's lovely. I'll let you get on now. So thanks.
Okay, I'm going to take Oscar for a walk. So I'll see you later.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.